I don't like the fact that a small portion of our party is pretty much dictating where we are. That they are pretty much, we are being branded as the most extreme of us. We need to take stock of why we are being held hostage to the far left.
A lot of people and a lot of Democrats looked at those big media events, those big political events, thinking that that would smudge over the reality of inflation and how much groceries cost and how much gas cost and how hard it was to get into a home. They were looking at their wallet.
President-elect Trump successfully harnessed the anger and frustration felt by millions of Americans.
Okay, the big come to Jesus moment. First, that was Hillary Clinton's top advisor, Philip Rines, finally saying, yes, the Democrats alienated voters. Obama, Biden, Harris got the party to go too extreme, too far to the left. And that was Joe Scarborough admitting, yes, Harris's campaigning with elite Hollywood celebrities didn't work. Voters are in the middle of a deep affordability crisis, inflation rocketing higher. Now this bombshell report from Axios, top aides to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, finally admit, yes, their economic policies were wrong and bad for America. Joining us now, former presidential candidate, political commentator Larry Elder. Larry, sit tight for a second. Let's go through the quotes. I want you to react to this. It's from Axios. Okay. Quote, a former Biden-Harris official said, it's very clear we've got it wrong in economic policy. People feel squeezed. That Harris and Biden leadership never bothered to actually listen to voters and understand what was appealing to them about Trump or why the Biden-Harris economy was not working for them. Your reaction to all of them finally waking up to what you've been saying all along. How do they come back from this?
Well, Elizabeth, I think these people couldn't spell duh if you spotted them, the D and the U. Joe Scarborough has a lot of nerve. Just the other day, he thought that butter cost $3, and Mika gently informed him that it costs, in fact, $7. The bottom line is people feel worse off than they felt 3.5 years ago. The average family of four is spending $1,200 a month for the same goods and services as that family bought 3.5 years ago. The real question is, are you better off now than you were 3.5 years ago? And unless you're an illegal alien, the answer is absolutely not. And for whatever reason, Kamala Harris didn't seem to understand that.
Yeah, you Democrats are in shock. Voters are in shock. Like, why did Trump win and why did Kamala Harris lose? Now it's because of that. It's the affordability crisis. You know, in the swing states, the housing is up, I think, like 40% since under Biden and Harris. CNN's Van Jones says, quote, it turns out we, the media, we were the idiots. The media and the far left are now in the minority, Larry. The majority of voters nationwide gave a rebuke nationwide to the out-of-touch far left, to Obama, to Harris, to Biden. But, you know, voters said no to the smearing, no to using lawfare attacks. Instead, they want serious debate to fix America. Minority and poor communities really got hurt under this White House.
Yeah, and when you have people like the Washington Post and the LA Times refusing to endorse Kamala Harris, something really is going on. And it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're black, whether you're Asian, whether you're Hispanic. When you walk into that store and you're paying 20% more than you paid 4 years ago, it bites. And they did not understand that. And Donald Trump, despite the fact that he is a multi-billionaire, has a touch unlike that I've ever seen of any politician in my lifetime.
Larry, let's get your reaction to ESPN's Stephen A. Smith. He spoke to Sean Hannity last night about Trump's resounding victory. Watch this. Listen to this.
He won, and he won in absolutely convincing fashion, so much so that I think that in light of those results, we have to look at this election as a referendum on the Democratic Party. Biden comes into office, and the first thing he does, day one, executive order, he opens the borders. And obviously that created so much tension. And then you look at the culture wars, the identity politics. America said we're primarily concerned about the economy. We're primarily concerned about our borders.
What do you think, Larry Elder? Final word.
Well, I put him in the same category as I put Bill Maher. On Monday, he sounds commonsensical. On Wednesday, he sounds like a left-wing loon. So it depends on the day. But I appreciate it whenever I hear common sense out of either of these gentlemen.
We love common sense, and Larry Elder, you bring it every time. Thanks for joining us tonight, Larry. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Anytime.